Hello anime lovers! Welcome back to WoW Senpai. Today, we're counting down the top 10 upcoming isekai and fantasy anime in 2025. If you love overpowered protagonists, breathtaking fantasy worlds, and wild isekai adventures, then get ready, because 2025 is bringing us some of the most exciting new anime we've seen in years. So without any further late, let's start. Starting off our list at number 10, we have an anime that blends breathtaking art with an enchanting story, Witch Hat Atelier. Imagine a world where magic isn't just something you're born with, but something you can learn if you know the right secret. Our main character, Coco, is just an ordinary girl, fascinated by magic but with no way to wield it. That is, until a mysterious magician named Kifri changes everything. She discovers that magic is drawn, not cast, and one fateful mistake pulls her into a hidden world of secrets, danger, and discovery. What makes Witch Hat Atelier stand out is its absolutely gorgeous art style. If the anime can capture even half of that beauty, we're in for a visual masterpiece. Beyond the magic, this anime explores deep themes of ambition, consequences, and the price of knowledge, perfect for fans of Made in Abyss or the ancient Magus Bride. With its scheduled to premiere in 2025 confirmed, Witch Hat Atelier is shaping up to be one of the most anticipated fantasy anime of the year. Coming in at number 9, we have an isekai fantasy that blends brutal warfare with deep world-building, Teogonia. Set in a medieval world constantly at war, humanity is locked in a never-ending battle against demi-human creatures. Our protagonist, Kai, is just another soldier fighting on the front lines, until one fateful day changes everything. After nearly dying in battle, Kai awakens memories from a past life. Suddenly, he possesses knowledge and instincts that shouldn't belong to a simple soldier. But instead of gaining overwhelming power, he's forced to fight smarter, using his past experiences to survive in a world where strength means everything. Unlike your typical overpowered protagonist, Kai isn't some chosen hero with godlike abilities. He's just a warrior trying to survive in a brutal world where war is never ending. If you're a fan of intense battles, reincarnation, and strategic warfare, this anime needs to be on your radar. The anime is officially set to premiere in April 2025. At number 8, we have an isekai anime that throws the ultimate curveball at its hero, New Saga. If you think defeating the Demon King is the end of the journey, think again. Our story follows Kale, a warrior who has finally achieved the impossible, defeating the Demon King. But instead of victory, all he finds is ruin. His friends are gone, the world is in shambles, and there's nothing left to fight for. Just when all hope seems lost, he stumbles upon a strange artifact. And in an instant, he's sent back in time. With all his memories of the war intact, Kale now has the ultimate second chance to change history, save his loved ones, and stop the war before it even begins. But rewriting fate isn't as easy as it sounds. Every decision he makes could create new problems, and not everyone believes his warnings. Can he outplay destiny and prevent the future he once lived through? With an exciting mix of time travel, strategy, and epic battles, New Saga is set to release in July 2025. At number 7, we have a dark historical fantasy filled with demons, samurai, and a warrior's fight for survival. Sword of the Demon Hunter, Kijin Gentōshō. Our story follows Jinta, a skilled young swordsman living in Japan's Edo period. His life changes forever when he encounters a terrifying demon that no ordinary blade can cut. But instead of meeting his end, Jinta is granted power beyond human limits, a gift, or maybe a curse. Now, Jinta finds himself caught between the world of humans and demons, forced to fight enemies from both sides. With his blade and sheer willpower, he must carve his own destiny while uncovering the mysteries of his newfound strength. Expect brutal sword fights and a dark supernatural atmosphere that sets this anime apart from your usual fantasy series. The mix of historical Japan and mystical demons makes this one of the most unique upcoming anime of 2025. Sword of the Demon Hunter is set to release in July 2025. If you're into series like Demon Slayer or Mushoku Tensei, this is one to keep an eye on. At number 6, we have May I Ask for One Final Thing. Scarlet was the perfect lady until her fiancé publicly humiliates her and falsely accuses her of a crime. Instead of breaking down, she laughs, asks for one final thing, and wrecks everyone who wronged her. With insane strength, sharp wit, and a no-nonsense attitude, Scarlet flips high society on its head. Expect non-stop action, comedy, and a heroine who refuses to be a victim, with its badass protagonist, fast-paced action, and a revenge plot that's as satisfying as it is fun. May I ask for one final thing set to release in October 2025? At number 5, we have an isekai anime where being a hero isn't a choice. It's a punishment. Sentenced to be a hero, The Prison Records of Penal Hero. Unit 9004. Our protagonist was just another prisoner, locked away for his crimes. But instead of rotting in a cell, he's given a twisted offer: fight as a hero on the battlefield or face execution. But this isn't some noble hero's journey. These warriors are nothing more than disposable pawns, sent to the deadliest front lines where no one expects them to return alive. But our protagonist isn't going down that easily. With his wits, combat skills, and a few unlikely allies, he's determined to break the system and maybe, just maybe, become a true hero on his own terms. And the wait won't be long. Sentenced to Be a Hero is set to release in October 2025. If you love dark fantasy with high-stakes action, this one's for you. At number 4, we have an isekai anime that flips the hero's journey on its head: The Stunned Hero and the Assassin Princesses. Our protagonist is your classic summoned hero, powerful, skilled, and ready to take on any challenge. Or so he thought, because the moment he arrives, he's immediately ambushed by a group of assassin princesses. These aren't your typical royal ladies. Each princess is a master assassin, trained to eliminate threats before they even begin. And their new target? Him. But instead of killing him outright, they have other plans, ones that will shake the entire kingdom. Forced into a dangerous game of deception, this thrilling isekai is set to release in July 2025. If you love action with a mix of strategy, tension, and unexpected twists, this one's a must-watch. At number 3, we have a fantasy anime that promises to be both heartwarming and heartbreaking: Once Upon a Witch's Death. Our story follows Meg Raspberry, a 17-year-old apprentice witch. But on the day of her birthday, she receives devastating news from her mentor. She has been cursed, and she only has 1 year left to live. But there's still hope. If she can collect 1,000 tears of joy, she may be able to break the curse. And so, Meg sets off on a journey filled with magic, adventure, and encounters that will change her forever. Along the way, she meets all kinds of people, each with their own struggles, dreams, and pains. And as she helps them find happiness, she begins to understand what it truly means to be a witch. With its breathtaking story, emotional depth, and a protagonist you can't help but root for, Once Upon a Witch's Death is set to be one of the most touching fantasy anime of 2025. And it is set to release in April 2025. At number 2, we have the White Mage, who was banished from the hero's party, is picked up by an S-rank adventurer. Our story follows Lloyd, a white mage who devoted himself to supporting his team. But as usual, despite his efforts, his so-called allies decided kicking him out of the hero's party. Alone and abandoned, Lloyd is quickly picked up by an S-rank adventurer. And as usual, it turns out, Lloyd isn't just an ordinary white mage. His magic is on a whole different level. Meanwhile, his former party starts realizing just how much they messed up. And as the stakes rise, they may have to face the fact that they were the real deadweight all along. The White Mage who was banished from the hero's party is officially releasing in July 2025. And finally, at number 1, we have the dark fantasy battle anime that's set to take 2025 by storm, Tougen Anki. Our story follows Shiki Ichinos, an ordinary troublemaking teenager, until one day he learns a terrifying secret about himself. He's not just human. He carries the blood of the Oni, powerful demons that have been hunted for generations by the ruthless Momotaro organization. Before he even has time to process it, Shiki is hunted down by warriors trained to exterminate Oni like him. But when he's pushed to the brink, something inside him awakens, a power far greater than anyone expected. Now with his raw talent and relentless spirit, he'll have to master his abilities and uncover the truth behind the war between these two ancient bloodlines. Expect insane power clashes, deep-rooted conflicts, and a protagonist who refuses to back down, even when the whole world is against him. The series is officially set to release in July 2025. And if you're a fan of Deadman Wonderland or Blue Exorcist, this anime is about to be your next obsession. So, which anime are you most excited for? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear what you're excited about. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to WoW Senpai, and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on latest anime recommendations. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.